Senator Cruz. So the first question we are going to ask is from Maverick, who joins us from near Washington, D.C. This is an immigration question, and it's a question about what Senator Cruz would do with the 11 or 12 million people who are in the United States illegally. Senator Cruz, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Byron. Is Maverick going to ask the question, or are you asking it for Maverick?
I'm sorry. Maverick, if you've joined us, please ask the question of Senator Cruz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, Senator Cruz. I was reading today on the Hot Air Conservative blog about border security, and beyond just saying that we need to secure the border, you haven't said what we would do with those 11 million people who are here illegally. Can you tell us what you would do with those 11 million?
Well, I can. So I have laid out a detailed immigration plan. It is all on my website, which is tedcruz.org, and it lays out systematically the steps we should take to deal with immigration. I think the very first priority, what we need to accomplish first, is actually securing the border. That we have listened to politicians for decades promise to do that, and yet none has actually carried through and followed through. Existing federal law is very robust on that. Existing federal law requires, for example, 700 miles of double-layered fencing. The Obama administration has built only 36 of those miles. It refuses to build the rest. Existing federal law requires a biometric exit-entry system on visas, which is particularly important because about 40% of illegal immigration stems from visa overstays. Even though the federal statute requires that be put in place, the Obama administration refuses to do so. As president, I will secure the border. We will build fences and walls that work. We will triple the Border Patrol. We will increase fourfold the fixed wing and tools together. We'll secure the border once and for all. That's the first step we should do. The second thing that I have committed is that we should not have amnesty. I am categorically opposed to amnesty, and that is a marked difference between me and the other Republicans running for president. If you look at the debate stage and the candidates standing on that stage, a majority of the candidates standing on that stage have previously and publicly embraced amnesty. And I am the only candidate on that stage who has never supported amnesty, and indeed who led the fight against the Gang of Eight amnesty bill in 2013 when Barack Obama and Chuck Schumer joined with establishment Republicans in pushing a massive amnesty plan. I led the fight against it. And so under no circumstances should we grant a pathway to citizenship for those who are here illegally. What should we do? Well, there are a number of details that I lay out in great detail in the immigration plan, but one of the things we should do is we should begin by deporting the criminal illegal aliens. In the year 2013, the Obama administration released over 104,000 criminal illegal aliens. Among those were 193 murderers, illegal aliens with homicide convictions. Among those were roughly 400 with sexual assault convictions. Among those were over 16,000 with drunk driving convictions. In a Cruz administration, every criminal illegal alien will be deported, will be sent back to their country. We will enforce the laws. Beyond that, we will enforce the laws prohibiting illegal immigrants from receiving welfare benefits. The data show that for every household headed by an illegal alien, it receives on average $14,000 in government benefits. By ending government benefits for illegal aliens, by securing the border so there is not a flow of new illegal aliens coming into this country, by deporting the criminal illegal aliens, and then by enforcing the law, existing law right now, we will end, for example, catch and release, which is what the administration currently does, that when it catches those here illegally, it gives them a summons to appear in court and then releases them. And to the surprise of nobody, a very significant number never show up in court and are never seen again. All of those we will implement, and the result of that, plus E-Verify at the workplace, will result in the population living here illegally dropping significantly. At that point, once the border is secured, once we have demonstrated to the American people that this isn't an empty promise. This isn't, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today, but the problem is solved. Then at that point, I think the American people will be open to having a conversation about what to do about whatever population, and it will be markedly smaller, remains here of those who are here illegally. But until we secure the border, I don't believe we should have that conversation, and under no circumstances would I support a pathway to citizenship for anyone here illegally.